Hey there, and welcome to Practice English with Strangers. I'm Chad.
And I'm Ethan. Thanks for tuning in.
In today's episode, we're bringing you a relaxed, everyday situation, striking up a conversation with a stranger on a plane.
Exactly. This isn't a lesson about airport procedures or flight safety announcements. It's about something more casual and, honestly, more useful in real life: how to chat naturally with the person sitting next to you.
We'll walk through a full example conversation between two passengers, me and Ethan, who've just met on a long international flight. You'll hear how we introduce ourselves, ask polite questions, and share some personal stories to keep the conversation going.
And while we're flying from Singapore to Chicago in this episode, the language you'll hear is useful anywhere, not just on a plane. Think of this as practice for chatting in English with anyone you meet while traveling.
Right. You'll pick up useful phrases, friendly questions, and a few travel tips along the way. No stress, no grammar drills, just real, practical English.
Let's get started.
Hi, neighbor. Long flight ahead, huh? I'm Chad.
Hi, Chad. I'm Ethan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you headed to San Francisco?
Not exactly. I'm catching a connecting flight from San Francisco to Chicago.
Oh, same here. Are you flying back home?
Nope. This is actually my first time flying to the US.
Oh, really? That's exciting. What's bringing you to the States?
I'm starting a master's program in Chicago, studying data science at Northwestern University. I've never been to the US before, so I'm feeling both nervous and excited.
Oh, wow. A master's in data science at Northwestern? That's impressive. First time in the US, and you're jumping straight into grad school. Chicago is a great city, especially in the fall. I'm actually from there, just returning home from a work trip in Singapore.
Nice. You must travel a lot for work?
Yeah, I do. I work in sales, so international flights are part of the job. What about you? Have you flown much before?
No, actually, this is my first flight ever. Do you usually fly with this airline?
Most of the time, yes. American Airways is pretty comfortable. The flights are on time about 98% of the time. The flight attendants are friendly and attentive, and the in-flight entertainment is solid. Honestly, I hardly ever find anything to complain about. If you ever visit back home in the future, this airline is a great option. Oh, and don't miss their warm chocolate chip cookies. They serve them mid-flight.
That sounds nice. Thanks for the tip. Do you enjoy flying?
I don't mind it. I fly so often it just feels normal now. It's definitely more enjoyable when I'm traveling for vacation instead of work. But I kind of like the time in the air. It gives me space to unplug and think. Also, unpopular opinion, airplane food isn't bad at all.
You might be the first person I've heard say that. One thing I'm a bit concerned about is turbulence. I've only heard about it or seen it in movies, but is it really that bad?
Good question. Turbulence can feel a little scary the first time, but it's actually very normal. Planes are built to handle it. I remember once we flew through a thunderstorm. It was bumpy, but the pilot handled it smoothly. The key is to keep your seatbelt on and just breathe. Usually, it passes pretty quickly.
I see. Thanks for explaining. I'll try to stay calm if it happens.
You'll be fine. It's part of the experience, and the crew knows exactly what to do. Actually, I had my worst travel ordeal once.
Really? What happened?
On my first international flight, I didn't realize my luggage was overweight. At check-in, they made me open my suitcase and repack everything. It was chaotic. I ended up wearing 3 layers of clothes just to meet the weight limit. Lesson learned. Always weigh your bags before heading to the airport.
That sounds stressful. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
The important thing is, you're on your way to a new adventure.
Yeah. It feels like a big step.
Hey, If you ever need help getting around Chicago or have any questions, here, let me give you my contact info. You can add me on Facebook or message me anytime.
Thanks so much, Chad. I really appreciate that. By the way, do you have any suggestions on what I should see in the city?
Definitely visit Millennium Park and see the Bean. The Art Institute is amazing if you like museums. And if you're into food, you have to try deep dish pizza. Lou Malnati's is one of the best.
I'll make sure to check those out. Thanks again.
People in Chicago are pretty friendly. Don't be shy to ask for help if you ever get lost in the city. So long flight ahead. What's your plan for passing the time?
I just bought a book at the airport. I'm planning to start it during the flight. By the way, is it okay to turn on the reading light at night if others are sleeping?
Oh yeah, totally fine. The lights are designed so they don't bother your neighbors much. People usually wear sleep masks anyway.
Good to know. What about you? How do you usually kill time on long flights?
16 hours in the air. Perfect excuse to catch up on movies I missed in theaters. That's one of the reasons I like American Airways. They have a great selection.
I see. I don't usually watch many movies, but I guess I'll have to try if it helps pass the time.
Let me know if you need any good recommendations.
Sure, I will. And that's a wrap on today's conversation, Small Talk on a Plane.
We hope it gave you some helpful phrases and ideas to feel more confident chatting with someone next to you, whether you're flying, commuting, or just waiting in line.
Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just start with a smile, a simple question, and let the conversation flow.
Thanks for listening to Practice English with Strangers. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and practice along.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and don't be afraid to say hello to someone new.